Alright, what is going on YouTube? I'm going to try to make this short. I've got to adjust my TPS here in a minute, so I'm sure this probably looks odd, and that's okay. So I went ahead and took off the old intake piping. As you guys can see, it has kind of seen better days. We went with some 3-inch piping. And I actually bought this off of Amazon for about $119. It's just tubing. It's not a big deal. It doesn't have to be like some stainless or I don't know, anything special, right? So the 90-degree elbow that I cut here, and when I say I cut, I mean I trimmed. I probably took about that much off of it on each side. That way it would fit nicely. I used one of the Perfect Straights, and I'll provide a link of how you can actually do this. And then I had to buy 2 couplers, one from 3 inch to 2.5. Well, actually, correction, 2 couplers, 3 inch to 2.5. One for right there at the throttle body, and then one for right here. So essentially, it fit just fine. There was no major issues. I went ahead and blocked this off with a bolt, and it's in there really good. And then I also went ahead and blocked that off and put some gasket sealant in there, so that will help. And the wind is blowing just like I thought. All right, cool. So just a few things. I didn't realize how, well, I guess simple this would be. I thought it was going to be a little bit more difficult. I'm used to getting what I think is an easy job and then it being really hard. But I think the hardest part about this whole thing was, as you can see right here, we were hitting the hood just a little bit. So I went ahead and took a cutter and trimmed that out. And I mean, it's like barely in there all around anyways. So not even a big deal. But if you guys want to do this, if you know anything about, volume, it's probably better that the engine has, instead of 2.5, which I believe is what the stock was, right? 2.5 inch of diameter of piping. Now there's 3 inches, which means there's 1/2 inch more space in there in diameter, so which means there's more volume for more air. So it might not help a lot, right? Don't expect any crazy big gains, but it's gonna help the engine perform a little bit better, if anything. But again, I'm not looking for some 10 wheel horsepower gain or anything crazy like that. I just wanted to make sure that, number one, it was getting air when it needed air, and then also, if you know anything about the OEM stuff, it comes down right here and then comes this way and pretty much heat soaks right over top of everything. And I just really didn't like that. And I had seen another guy in another video do something similar to this. So yeah, so what I'll end up probably doing here is we're gonna end up deleting this when we buy the new turbo. This accordion hose, I guess it's not called a whale's penis like I thought it was. And doing something with these vacuum hoses. I might run a couple of breathers here and here, or a catch can. And then as for this, I'm still not really sure how I'm gonna do that. I gotta look up what everybody else does, but I really don't like this shit. It's just really ugly. It's really in the way. I want rid of it. And then also I bought a 3 inch to a 3 inch to 3.5 inch, I believe, maybe a 4, I don't remember, coupler to go to a new throttle body that I have. It's actually a Q45 throttle body. If you guys have been watching my other series, it's off the engine for the 300ZX, and it's a 90mm OEM throttle body from the Infiniti Q45, and we're going to put it on here. And I bought a $25 adapter from Drift Motion that allows you, without any wiring or anything crazy, to run your same throttle position sensor, right, on that throttle body, which is pretty sweet. That would just be amazing, because I've never seen that often seen, but if there's if there's like a big lip in there, I'll probably take the grinder to it and grind it out so it's a little bit bigger. Not the throttle body, but the actual intake there. But I'll probably end up doing, you know, a few other little things just kind of on my own. But yeah, the turbo definitely needs upgraded. I heard some weird ass noises today when I was kind of getting on it, testing out the intake. And then it's smoking more and more. And it's only smoking on like severe deceleration, which not a big deal. I knew that the turbo had seen better days anyway. If you had watched my other video, you would have seen that as well. So if anything, this is just kind of speeding up the process, because I would really hate it if the turbo, you know, toasted itself and then all of a sudden I'm just without a whip. Also, so the other little thing, the last thing I'm going to mention is you probably see my dipstick. It's kind of in the way now. All I do is I just zip one of these off right quick, pull it out of the way, and then yeah, check it right quick. Not a big deal to me. As long as the car runs better. I monitor the oil pretty frequently, so I'm not worried about it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, if you guys decide to do this, it goes just as well for you as it did me. And then I'm also going to put a link in the description for these sweet hood struts that I got. These things are freaking sweet. And I say that because my other ones were shit and I was using a freaking golf club to hold my hood up. But I mean, like, look at this. Like, I just let go of it. Man, that's amazing. Thanks for watching.